you think? It is just about time for Make It Rain to start again, so it's a very crucial time for people who think they want to get into Mahjong, because the challenge log things for the Gold Saucer also get the Make It Rain bonus applied to them. And there is the Kiwami challenge that you complete every week during Make It Rain, and otherwise, where you participate in 2 Doman Mahjong player matches and you get 5,000 NGP normally. So that's, I think, double during Make It Rain. So knock out 2 matches per week before reset and you get NGP. So definitely a lot of people will be going for that, and that's cool. And knowing how to play Mahjong makes it cooler. So we're going to do what I did before and play a little bit of Mahjong against small cute animals who will kick my ass. And I will walk through what I'm doing as I'm doing it. What a hand to start with. What am I? West. And its east wind is the table wind, so north is useless to me. Nope. I have 2 red dragons, so that's great to start, because I need a 3rd one, and then I have a Yaku so that I can win the hand. If I can assemble the rest of the hand to go with my red dragons. Alternatively, I can use them as a pair. I'm mostly playing the let's see what random chance gives me game right now, and it's giving me absolutely nothing, so I'm going to start tossing out some of these.
That should have been us.
What? Jesus.
We'll repay this debt, my friend.
Estinien is accompanying me today. Now I'm south. North is still useless. No. No. And as I've said before, I skip stealing on those because if they won't give me a Yaku, I'm not going to open up the hand, because there's a big trap in stealing to complete, a run or something like that. Or even stealing for the 6 and taking it and then opening up your hand, and then as a result not being able to complete your hand because you don't have enough Yaku to complete it. Part of the issue is that you need 1 Yaku to go out, and usually on a no value hand, like where you just have a bunch of triplets and runs and a pair with nothing really thematically between them. There's no Yaku you can call out of it except for Riichi, and to call Riichi you need to keep your hand closed. So that's what's usually going to screw people over if they're playing a stealing game. Unless you have a really good hand already cooking, which I do not, stealing is just a way to lose. Unless the thing you're stealing will literally give you points. Like, your seat wind and the table wind are always good to steal, because those are Yaku on their own. Dragons are always good to steal, because those are Yaku on their own. So if you steal those, you can go out. So you're not trapping yourself. Just about anything else, you need to be really careful about what you're sitting. Someone called Riichi, so we have the, did they? No, they didn't. Why am I having an aggro table then? I don't know. Anyway, I can call Riichi now, so I'm gonna do that.
We have them now.
I'm gonna drop the 7. Literally the only value this hand has is that it is 13 tiles of the complete hand, and the only reasonable Yaku I had out of that was Riichi itself, and I just won my draw.
Luck of the draw, eh? I'll not complain. A solid outing. Next, we aim for the kill.
So half the points I got here, Menzen Sumo was winning with a draw on tile. Basically, like, yeah, because I called Riichi, which meant my hand was closed, and then I drew on Sumo, and won that way. My entire hand is closed, that's why I got a Yaku for that. And then the other two are Dora, which, as I've said before, are worth points, but as the tooltip is telling us right now, not a Yaku by itself. Dora are bonus points on hand. Dora are great to have if you have a choice between a Dora tile and a not Dora tile, and otherwise they're the same choice, then, you know, have at it and keep that Dora tile. But you cannot sacrifice anything else for Dora because you need to have a hand before you can count them at all. I'm tossing at anything that doesn't look like a
They have the upper hand.
collecting character tiles. Okay, Mandragora needs to cool it. Now I have an aggro table up on the tiles for discards because someone called Riichi. So that means that everything that's red is dangerous to throw out because it could get stolen off me for a win. And the reason that's, or the way that's set up, how that's determined is based on what the Mandragora has already discarded. It's discarded almost nothing. Almost everything is dangerous. Let me get rid of this.
That should have been us.
Yeah, Estinien, that should have been us.
We'll repay this debt, my friend.
Not a great hand, so that's fine. Your double chi is, yeah, 2 straights, the same numbers in the same suit. So that's the 6, 7, and 8 dots they had there. It's a double run. Double runs are one of my favorite things to collect for the Yakuza envelope. I don't know that you can complete those by drawing. Okay, I'm north, and a north has been thrown, and I have 2 norths, so that means I can steal that, and I'm going to, because that is part of the Yaku. And I'm going to get rid of this character tile and hopefully, yes, collect all bamboos, which means that I get half flush for the rest of my points for the turn, for the hand. What the hell do I have? No, I'm gonna keep those for my maybe pair. And hold out for White Dragon. Thank you. What do I need here? Throw out either the 6 or the 9. I'm gonna throw out the 9 because either way I need a 7. A 1 tile wait, always exciting. At least I'm early in the hand with my 1 tile wait. This hand is worth 4 Yaku. Come on. I wrote 7.
They have the upper hand.
There we go. Now I get a 7, and I can steal it and go out.
Let us
And
end their
all the
struggles.
points off of that Moogle. Because after Moogles anyway.
A solid outing. Next, we aim for the kill.
I feel like that should have been Mangan, but I'll take it. I guess you need a door for that. dumping my character tiles because I have like 2 of them. Getting rid of this because it's annoying me. It's just sitting out there by itself. Nothing to go with it. It's in one of those hands where I decide I'm getting rid of character tiles and then I draw nothing but character tiles. Okay. What do I have over here? I'm getting rid of that stuff. I think that's all. Pretty much going for the play Riichi hand here, if I could actually get to that point. Discarding a full hand of character tiles, as you do. So not like the Mandragora, literally throw to Yaku worth of Red Dragon.
They have the upper hand.
I think I have Tempai, yes I do. You're getting close to the end of a hand, and it looks like it's gonna be a draw because you're going like 10 tiles left in the stack or less, and nothing's happening. And then you want to do your best, including by stealing if need be, to get your hand to Tempai state, which means that you are 1 tile from having a hand. It doesn't actually matter if that hand is worth points by then. You just have to have 1 tile short of a full hand. So that's what I have here. I got rid of that 8 of bamboo, and now all I need to go out at that point with this hand are 8 of dots or 9 of bamboo. So that is enough to get points, because at the end of the hand on a draw, 3,000 points are taken off of the people who do not have Tempai and distributed to the people who do have Tempai. Only 10 points are not distributed if no one or everybody has it. So you want to be one of the people that has it every time you can. Because you can just whittle away people with that 3,000 points of time business. And the table wind is now south, so east is useless to me. I'm west though, and I have 2 west, so that's very exciting. I don't want that. Get rid of that. If you're not sure what to go for, if you're dealt a bunch of crap, generally speaking, getting rid of all of your terminals and honors is a good way to build a hand out of nothing, because then you can go for Tanyao. Tanyao being that all of the tiles in your hand are between 2 and 8 of suits, all simples, as I call it. Well, this is exciting. I don't know what I'm building right now. It's a mess. Oh, there's already 2 red dragons out, so that'll have to be my pair if I keep it. Noted. 2 white dragons, I mean. Let's go for half flush. I'm sitting on my west tiles, looking to me. You don't need them, they're not yours.
At least we didn't bear the brunt of it.
Feeling's great when it's not happening to me. It's very bad on gun. That's good on the Moogle. And Moogle's a dealer, so they lost more points too. That's even better on them. That's south and I have south. If I can get south, I get 2 Yaku for that. We love double south. Fortunately, I'm not getting south, so. What nonsense is this? I think I'm gonna go for 10 this time. Canyon requires that I get rid of all of my 1s and 9s and honor tiles.
The upper hand.
It does, of course, still require you to collect I just press there. Oh. Tanya does require you still to collect a pair and 4 sets of runs or triples. Now done spacing out. What am I going to do here? I'm going to get rid of this stuff. Sure, that will happen. Probably should have kept that 7 and touched the 8. Oh well. Here's how we can still win. I'm trying to press a button that works in Yakuza and not this game. It's continuing not to work in this game to my great distress. I'll get rid of that. Okay then.
Good. Use their confidence against them.
Thank you, Estinien, for your support. I'm looking for a repair at whatever I'm getting here. And I already chucked a 7. So if I keep the 7, I'll be closed. There's been 2 8s tough. Tossed a 9, can get rid of this. Sure, I'll take a con, why not? It's hilarious that I would have won off that, but I'll take the 10-5. Sometimes you just win one hand real good, and then don't lose all the rest of them. And that's how you end up in a winning position, where I currently am. Still south. I have a south this time. Things are looking up. Oh, there goes the south. Oh, now I have 2 souths. Yay, I might actually get it. Going for identical sequences here. My favorite. Now I have identical sequences. Everything's great. Okay, that works. I'm gonna use the 6 as my pair and pray for that.
We have them now. We left ourselves open and paid for it.
Oh, that's weird.
We'll repay this debt, my friend.
You know, if I'm gonna lose, losing by that is how I want to do it. Because that's basically nothing. The extra points they got there were from people's Riichi bets. This is certainly a hand. Alright. I'm going to get rid of that set. Collecting triplets is just fun, I guess. I'm winging it, as usual. I'm now going for toy turn. That's all triple sand. No, that I'm not.
The upper hand.
2 people in a row just called Riichi. That's very upsetting.
That should have been us.
Well, that just happened.
We'll repay this debt, my friend.
Lame. Two of the small animals are now beating me as usual. This hand has given me a lot of dot tiles. So I'm going to do that. Straws are not very inspiring. Sure, why not? Taking it because I'm going for a full flush hand now anyway. And I do really want that.
That should have been us.
Okay then.
We'll repay this debt, my friend.
What a cheap hand is that, Spring? Oh my god. Their hand was worth so little that the only yaku they got was for drawing the last tile. I only like that when it happens to me. North? East is useless. Taking the strategy of discarding all my terminals and honors. Or I guess I am anyway. That seems to be what I'm doing. So I'm certainly not getting any norths. Oh yeah, 2 norths have already been discarded, so it's useless to me now. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna go for Tanya. Fun bonus fact, if we can manage to spend the entire and up to a draw, discarding only terminals and honors, you get, I think it's Mongon for that. It's almost impossible to do, which is why you get Mongon if you manage to do it. It involves a degree of unluckiness that's truly legendary. It goes around the loop to being lucky again. That also requires you to not have any tiles stolen off of you at any point. So if you see someone actually working on that ridiculous hand, if we're heading into a draw, then you just steal off them and then they can't get anything else. Not getting anything helpful here. Before we start working on building up a tempi hand, which isn't really helpful. I need one more for this run. Oh, okay, that's good. I'm actually just going to say the hell with this right now. Alas. Which means I pay out 3,000 everybody.
You're capable of more than this.
Unless
Much
I'm
more.
third. Alright, let's have a look. I'm south, table wind is east, I don't want west. But I don't want west. This hand's terrible garbage. Oh, I know that. I should probably get rid of these ones and go for Tanya. But, I'm not going to do that.
They have the upper hand.
For trying and try to get Riichi instead, which means no stealing.
At least we didn't bear the brunt of it.
With Red Estinien, we did not bear the brunt of it, and that is the most important thing in finishing a game of Mahjong. Not getting stolen off of is rule number 1 of the game. Rule number 2 is try to win. East and head south. I have both of those. And no west, we don't want it. Depending on my deal and what comes after, I usually try to short suit myself a little bit, which makes it easier to work with things. Ideally, then too, if I've got some honor tiles to work with, I can also get half flush, which is pretty great because that's worth 3 Yaki. I almost have something next door to my hand here. I would throw that 5, but that one's red, so I'll throw the one that's not red. But then I got a door, assuming I can actually win.
We left ourselves open and paid for it.
Really? Come on now.
We'll repay this debt, my friend.
Well, as losses go, I'll accept that one. Anything else than Mongon, I feel like I got off lucky. The third deal of East. Mandragora needs to be taken down. It's already been south discarded. I have 2 easts, there's 1 still remaining. I'll hang on to that. Worst case, I might use it as a repair. What am I cooking over here? Paths.
We have them now.
What, for 7 pairs I get? To get rid of... So... If I got rid of the other one, that would have been a win. Would have been E-Pots. So there we go. Next game. Hey, there we go.
Let us end their struggles. A solid outing. Next, we aim for the kill.
Hell with you, Mandragora. Hell with you. So I got 7 pairs, as you can see. I got what's it called, Riichi, and I got 3 hands worth of Dora. Because I wonder about oh, they're showing it. Okay. I have it as traditional Dora because I'm used to reading that, but I'm also not used to it still looking like that on the scoring screen. And I was staring at that going, what? Dora is 4 dots, which means it's actually 5 dots that I got. East, and I'm east, so I either use what I want is east, because I get 2 Aku for it. However, getting none east. Start setting. Let's just do with that. And with that. Let's once again throw out all my journals and honor stones. It's one of them hands. One of them hands, it looks like it needs to be 10 now. Mm-mm. Oh, get rid of that. Like Britannia was kind of great for not thinking, because just if it's a terminal or an honor, you immediately throw it out. And then you stop caring instantly. Anything else, though, you have to think a little bit about, so you can make sure you build ahead.
We have them now.
I'm waiting on something to complete this run either way, so it doesn't really matter. And that, yeah. Which means
Luck of the draw, eh?
for it
I'll
happening
not complain.
sometimes. This is a manga. Oh, it's more than
No less
anyway.
than I expected of you, my friend.
So many things. Okay, Pinfu. Pinfu is when it's a no points hand. But yeah, so a hand that consists of straights and a pair that does not use Yaku tiles and can be glued to or more types of tile. So you have to have all of those things. It has to be an open weight, and it has to be one of the runs you're completing. So I got Pinfu for that. Tanyao, only number tiles and no terminals, all simples. Riichi, because I called Riichi. Ipats, because I won on the turn immediately after I called Riichi. So if you call Riichi and then you get a winning tile before your next discard, you get Ipats, which is great because it's just like an extra Yaku, just fun. And I got Sumo, so I drew the winning tile, so I got one for that. I had 2 Uradora because the 8 of bamboo is the Uradora. And the Uradora show up when you call Riichi, you get bonus Dora points for that. Those, the Uradora only come up if a person who called Riichi wins the hand at the end of the hand. They are revealed. Now I'm winning by super a lot. Hopefully I will defeat the tiny animals this time. But who can say they're quite vicious? What is this? Hot garbage. Okay, there for that. All green dragons already thrown out. Okay. Throw out. That's I'm going for double east, so I don't want south because south is worthless to me. I'm actually just gonna do. Oh, okay. No, I guess I'll keep my souths because that's just a triplet. It's not worth a Yaku, but it is a triplet, and triplets are also worth something just for the fact that they are triplets. If you're going for a hand that involves like all terminals or honors, then that's really handy.
They have the upper hand.
Oh, okay, that's exciting.
We left ourselves open.
Oops.
And paid for it.
I like that the game paused a little bit to let me think about what I did before that happened.
You haven't lost your edge, I hope.
Brian is now shading me for being stolen off of. See, he probably doesn't even know how to play this game. Guess I'm judged. Sure, why not get to 0? Discarded one. That might as well happen. Come on, game.
They have the upper hand.
Do I want that? No, I don't. Because I don't have a hand.
At least we didn't bear the brunt of it.
Those three can just get into a slugfest over the remaining, what, 56,000 points, all they want. That's fine with me. Fight amongst themselves, leave me out of it. Jeez, that's dragons ready to complete. What a hand, this is a good one. If you can get all 3 dragon triplets, that is Yakuman, which is lots. Now impossible because 2 reds have been discarded. I did it once in the Yakuza game, and it was a glorious moment. So let's do that thing. What am I discarding? I am discarding this. And once you have your hand locked up like that, because I have a guaranteed go-out hand now with the green dragons, then the rest of your hand just needs to be legal. I'm just gonna go for Toy Toy here, because apparently I have that. Give me that. I don't want that. Give me a pair. Or give me a triplet. Got a 3, and I'm just waiting on one of these triplets to be completed. Ideally, a white dragon. Because I want more points.
They have the upper hand.
Fine, we'll take that.
Let us end their struggles. A solid outing. Next, we aim for the kill.
Solid outing indeed. More utter nonsense still to me. Okay. I'm just gonna take care of that. Just like a really bad deal overall. Not great. 1 star.
They have the upper hand.
Love when I don't start with a hand and I have to get one dealt to me. A lot of character tiles I've been dealt.
We left ourselves open and paid for it. We'll repay this debt, my friend.
That's fine. We once again had identical straights with the 3, 4, 5 dots. South 2. Getting. East, it's south, north. Once again. Nobody wants south, apparently. Everyone's getting rid of south. A lot of winds flying around.
We have them now.
I'm just going for a cheap gimme hand here. I need 3 dots. It's not like that. And there it is right there.
Let us end their struggles.
Get away with those when you call them early. Single pile away from that idea.
A solid outing. Next, we aim for the kill.
Purely from getting some Dora. I got, yeah, the Dora was B2 with bamboo. Lucky me.
Impressive as ever, my friend.
I win.
It was an
because
honor
I
to
tanked
fight
like
by your
friggin'
side.
The game is over. This might be the first time I've ever won against the NPCs. It's a monumental occasion. And I'm gonna go out on that note for tonight. So hopefully watching this has been entertaining or informative or some combination of the two. Playing Mahjong is really that easy. And if you go on the Lodestone, they have a whole page of all the possible hands and explanations, which you might want to have open in another tab if you're setting out on Mahjong adventure to try to make it rain. So hopefully it's been informative. I might do it again sometime. This is the second time I've done it now. But have a good evening.